Who's ready for an adventure? Last night can be described as warm, still, and truly horrendous. I'm exhausted. I got a bit of broken sleep, keyword being broken, between 3 and 4:30. Before that, it's like 4:30 right now, by the way. Before that, I tried sleeping in the shelter, tried sleeping down on the rocks, tried hiding in my sleeping bag, but it's too hot for that. Tried the cloth bag over the head technique, but I found that that works for small amounts of mosquitoes, but not large, or extra large. It was bad, really bad. A couple reassuring signs though this morning. We have a north wind, cold north wind, and we also have a nice red, rosy sunrise coming up. As the ancient mosquito saying, red sky in the morning, mosquitoes take warning. Last time we had a red sunrise was Canada Day, and we got all that rain and I got all that glorious sleep. So I'm hoping for a similar result today. Before we get rain though, or storm, or whatever is in store, I'm gonna get out and do a little fishing, get Roy out for a walk. And I'd like to do those rhizomes today, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Oh, I'm so tired. Worm harness with pike liver and pike eyeball. It's what's for breakfast this morning. Let's see if there are any takers. Guy couldn't resist the pike liver. his lucky day though. There's plenty of that pike left, and I do not feel the need to keep him. Otherwise, he'd be a lunch perch. Back you go. The liver seems to be fairly popular perch in particular so far. The problem is though, it doesn't stay on the hook very well, so I keep having to rebait. But it was a rather large liver, so that's not a huge issue. Still got some left. The eyeball, so far as I'm aware, has not had any bites. Haven't caught any fish on it anyways. Cool morning so far. I'm just having a lunch of leftover pike. Gonna make myself a nice warm pot of tea. If I can get the lid off, of course. It's a crucial step in the process, I've always found. There we go. So today's tea is mint sweet fern. I'll add a little bit more and then let that steep for 10 or 15 minutes and it should be good to go. This sweet fern mint tea has been steeping for about 15 minutes now. Ready to give it a try. Like I said, it's a cool morning, and I think we're going to be getting some rain before too long. I heard some rumblings of thunder as well, and we have a bit of a north wind, so all these things combined, hopefully the mosquitoes will stay off. It should be good sleeping conditions, and after I finish my early lunch, I think I might crash for as long as I can, basically, because I've run up a real sleep deficit in the last few days. Just the mosquitoes have been quite bad at night, and it's been a little overwhelming. I've also been keeping busy during the day, and I haven't had much of a chance to nap during the heat of the day. So yeah, I'm a bit worn down right now, and I can feel it in my energy levels. So let's give this tea a try. Go ahead and give that one the 2 thumbs up. This is one of my personal favorites. I've done it before, and it's quite good. It's so sweet fern and mint. They go very nicely together. I would definitely recommend this tea to anyone. So anytime I come across mint, I'm either gathering it or I'm making note of where it is so that I can come back and harvest it later. Sweet fern, I know where there's some. It's not anywhere near here. When I walked out a couple weeks ago to meet Trevor and Jer, I made a point of grabbing as much as I could because I knew that I had mint. Get that sweet fern as well, put the 2 of them together. It's a thing of beauty. So, like I said, 2 thumbs up to the sweet fern mint tea. Very good. I've had my fish, I've had my tea. For dessert, I'm going to have some blueberries. And these are getting to be ripe. It's been much anticipated. The time is here. The time is now. And they are very good. Amazing how delicious berries taste when you have no other sugar. I don't care if they have spots or insects on them. They're just going right down the hatch. Savored, of course, but I'm not going to take too many right now. Just a taste. I'll let them mature a little bit more. Not all of them, though. And then I'll be back to finish the job. Last one. Delicious. This is the current situation with my food storage container. I have birch bark and the tinder fungus. I've got the cattail flowers that can be roasted like corn on the cob. I have the cow lily seed pods, which I'm drying. I'm putting them in here just for now because I anticipate rain soon. Got my cattail shoots, my cattail pollen spikes. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, but I'll do a little bit of reading onto that and see what can be done with them. Got my teas, and down here I have my cattail rhizomes. And of course I need to process the new ones. I might need to make a little bit of room. I might end up taking the birch bark and the tinder fungus out. They're not exactly food anyways, but I was just trying to keep them dry. So yeah, I'm putting it to good use. I'm happy with it so far. It's nothing too crazy, but it does the job. I'm just cleaning up these rhizomes that I harvested the other day. And I'm finding that there are a lot of dead ones. So unfortunately, I think I might have a smaller harvest than what I anticipated. Like all these gray ones here, these are probably not going to be any good. What I want are the orange ones. And I see an awful lot of gray in this pile. So all of these grayish ones are no good. You cut them open and they're brown inside. And that is not what you want. So this whole friggin' mass, this very large mass, is going to be going in the discard pile. And right here it looks like it transitions to usable. No, not there. Not there. No. Maybe not. This is not good. This is really not good. This has got to be good. This is getting better. Okay, so now it's good. Now you've got that white inside. I'll keep that. Just in time for the end of the cattail rhizome. So that's disappointing. And I see... I don't know. I'll sift through that. I think I'm gonna... This is my discard pile and this is my keeping pile. So not off to a good start. So this pile of rhizomes here is the fruit of my labor. Not quite what I was hoping it would be, but it's something, and it's what I've got. And now I'm gonna have a nap because I really need one. I just woke up from a really good nap. I got about 5.5 hours sleep. So now I'm just into the early evening. Got a string of events that I have planned. Right now I've got some water boiling, or I'm going to shortly anyways. Getting a nice bed of coals, using the fire that's generating those coals to boil some water. I'll start on dinner with that, which is going to be a couple more of those cattail flowers that I boiled like corn on the cob yesterday. Have some leftover fish and some old rhizomes. I've also just been pumping some water to purify it, get my supply back going. Once I'm done that, I'm going to use those coals to roast today's rhizomes. Then I'll head to the mainland, walk Roy, hopefully do a little fishing on the way back, and see if I can catch some fish for tomorrow. That pike that I caught yesterday, I had a feast last night. If I remember correctly, I had both the cheeks, 3 of the abdominal fillets, and 4 of the rib steaks. Breakfast this morning was 1 rib steak, then I think I had 2 or 3, I think I had 2 rib steaks and the abdominal fillet for lunch. So now I have the caudal shank. For those of you who are up on your fish biology, it's basically the caudal peduncle, but it's the size of a smallmouth bass, and then a few rib steaks left. So I'm thinking I'll probably have enough left over for breakfast tomorrow, and then it's back to catching fish. So that's like 2 days, almost, not even. But I ate a lot more than I normally did, which is good. Anyways, so yeah, back to the old grind. So I gotta see if I can catch some fish tonight and secure myself a meal for tomorrow. Just a quick note on the weather. I was a little disappointed when I woke up to find that the wind had shifted to the south again, so it's a very light south breeze at the moment and it's quite warm. So that's going to mean most likely that the mosquitoes are going to stay as they were, very bad for tonight. So I had my hopes up that the north wind was going to change the weather and chase them away, but I don't think it will tonight. We'll see. You never know. We might get another change in the weather. And that's the end of that batch of rhizomes. They're all cooked up now. The yield that I got was about half of what I did for the previous one, or about half of what I got from the previous harvest. So in terms of the amount of effort that went into it and the amount of yield that I got out of it, I was not impressed with that cattail patch. So I'll definitely be trying a different one next time. Well, I have to say, I am exhausted. Just taking Roy for our evening walk right now. And came up a hill and it's taken it all out of me. I ate well enough today. There's another hot one. That definitely does not help. And even though I had a substantial nap, it's the lack of a good sleep at night. It really, really gets to you over time. And normally at home I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early today, get a good sleep, I'll feel refreshed. But that's not up to me. That decision lies with the weather and the bugs. So I just need to keep plodding along and hope for a break in this heat that will drive the mosquitoes away and allow me to sleep a full night for the first time in a while. It's been quite some time, a few weeks now. I really needed Canada Day. It was it's like an 8 or 9 hour nap in the afternoon, something stupid like that. I need another one of those. But it's been It's been pretty dry and pretty warm. So, just hoping for a break in the weather. That's all I can do, really. It's out of my hands at this point. I love the smell of fresh mint. Well, the night is very warm and humid, just about dead flat calm. A few ripples out there. So I'm sure I do not need to tell you what that means by now. So I've made myself an anchor. I'm going to venture out in the boat and see if I can find a breeze, and if I can, I might just anchor out there and hang out, because the bugs at any rate are better on the water than they are on the land. So it's worth a try.